Look at that, coach, already with trolling. I love it.
I sure did. And I still believe in it. And I think over time it'll prove itself out.
I think
Period.
that's one of the big things. And we've seen recently, Rudy just put out a video recently about that exact same thing, is that some of the sets that people are passing right by are, in fact, clearly going to accumulate higher value as we go forward.
Sure.
If you're looking at this kind of a game for, I want to buy a single, ooh, I got this rare, and I hope it turns a dollar, versus I've got this box and I'm going to wait a decade and I hope it turns 100. There's a
just
big
like,
difference in how people are looking
you
at
have to shit on Modern Horizons 2 at this point too. Why is it, cheaper than it's ever been? Yeah, it's a shitty set. No, it's a great set. It's going to appreciate once the supplies dry up. Yes, these things are going to appreciate. And I want to say that about Magic in general. Now, single cards, I'm not a big, you've never heard me spec on any kind of single cards other than like triomes, I think are just solid.
Oh, no, Bob talks about betas all the time. It's incredible, guys. I'll record it.
Pull my pants down in the public. I don't advise. I think it's very risky to invest in single cards compared to investing in sealed.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's no security, and I hate to say it, beyond the reserve list. And even with some of those, I'm quite tentative about buying into. I recently was going through a stack of cards, big old pile I've got sitting over here on the edge of my desk. No idea what it was. I found 7 Mystic Remoras.
There's a new Ristic Remora. Holy shit.
I found
Ristic Remora. Oh, no.
I found 15 copies of Call of the Coppercoats. And I remember back just to a couple of months ago, I must have been stoned up one night and I bought all of them thinking, oh, Streets of New Capenna Commander decks have Call of the Coppercoats. This is such a great buy at $1.50. And it wasn't.
Yeah,
and that's one of the problems where buying into singles can get you into a very hot pot of water, where it seems as though the clear winner for me is still going to be sealed product.
Amen. And I'm not saying don't open product. I open product. Shit, I opened a collector box of 2022 with my mom just to open something. Holy fucking kick in the nuts. That was a terrible, terrible box. So, I think that you just need to go into these things knowing what you're getting into, right? The people that get upset are the ones that buy 3 or 4 packs of collector or something and, walk away with $3 or $4 worth of cards out of $60 investment. And then they get all pissed off and like, this game sucks. Well, no, that's the scratch off nature of what you're doing. And look at what you're doing.
Right. There's a huge difference when you're opening a pack looking for a winning ticket versus looking to have a good play piece for a game that you enjoy. And it's very difficult to have that disengagement between I found a rare versus I found a mythic when you're opening a pack. And it's still difficult, especially for me as a content creator, to have that difference. But as I'm getting further and further into the proxy world, I'm coming to realize cards that I love versus cards that I want to try and keep around for a price point.
So I want to make this very clear. My perspective on investing. And I think I've said this before. So let me put it as clearly as I can. If even with sealed investing, invest in the sealed product that you don't mind being stuck with if things go to zero. Let me just try to eat my mic here. I don't mind if I have to end up opening all the sealed product on my shelves just for funsies someday with friends or whatever, because, oh, well, it didn't go as well as I expected. The world would have to completely go to shit for it to become completely worthless, first of all. And if that happens, well, then what do you invest in that doesn't go to shit? Beans and bullets and guns? So I have a bunch of that too, by the way. So I don't have beans. I have a lot of bullets and guns.